Hello everyone, this is Tom from Dirk Witte Music Store in Utrecht, the Netherlands. And today we're taking a look at this really cool new Gibson model. This is the Gibson Les Paul Modern Studio in a really badass looking smokehouse satin finish. So the Les Paul Studio has been around for quite a while. It has been out of production a couple of times. For example, last year in 2023 it was not in production, but the Les Paul Studio is indeed back. And also then with this newer type of version, this being the Les Paul Modern Studio, with some more modern specs and some more modern features. So yeah, let's dive into it right away. We've got a mahogany body with a maple cap, and this being a Les Paul Studio, it is also a little bit thinner. I'm not entirely sure just how thin it is as compared to a normal size Les Paul, but it is a hair or a tad thinner than your regular Les Paul. You do have a maple cap, and then obviously done in this really cool smokehouse satin finish. It's also available in a worn white finish and also available in a wine red satin finish. So these are all done in a satin style of finish, so you also then like kind of feel the pores of the wood as well as on the back of the neck, so making it for a quite raw feeling Les Paul. Feels really nice, very smooth feeling. We've also then got this unique feature which Gibson calls the modern contoured heel, so you can definitely tell that you've got like this scoop, if you will, making the access to the higher frets a little bit easier as compared to having that very blocky heel that we are used to from normal Les Paul models. And it definitely does help us in that there is a lot less wood over here than on a normal Les Paul. So yeah, it definitely does have a purpose, but it also then looks a little bit different and a little bit funky, if you will. But yeah, that is unique to this model. We have got quite of a basic layout when it comes to the pickups and to the controls. We've got, what is really cool though, is that we've got all of this black chrome hardware for the pickups, and then the switch and the, yeah, all of the other hardware, so making for a really cool and quite a badass look. But we've just got two humbuckers and a 3-way pickup, selector switch, 2 volumes and 2 tone controls. The pickups are, to be exact, 490R in the neck position, and then a 49 and then a 498T in the bridge position. And then again, just your 3-way pickup selector, 2-pneumatic bridge with a stop tailpiece. This is kind of like the Nashville style bridge, so you've also then got a little bit more room for intonation as compared to an ABR1 style bridge, for example. The controls are, yeah, like I said, just 2 volumes and 2 tone controls, but you do have push-pulls, so that is for the volume pots and then also for the tone pots. And then what that then does is the volume pots, the push-pull pots are then your coil tap. So that then means that you can then split the humbucker. So in the neck position, if you then pull up the tone pot or the volume pot, excuse me, you then get a single coil tone. And in the bridge position the same, but then for the bridge pickup. So meaning that instead of having 3 tonal combinations, you have 7. Like in the neck position, just your normal humbucker and then single coil, and then your middle, so that makes 3, just regular middle, and then just your neck split, that then makes 4. Both split makes 5, just your bridge split makes 6, and then in the bridge normal humbucker position you get 7, 8 pickup configurations. Quite a tonal powerhouse if you ask me. And then your tone pots are for your phase and your true bypass. So phase then gives you the option to get in out of phase tone, which sounds a little bit quacky, kind of like a Peter Green-esque tone that you can then get. And then the pure bypass, I am not 100% sure. I guess we will find out together when we get to the playing part. But yeah, a whole lot of tones in this baby. And then you just got your input jack over here at the bottom, and just a single ply pickguard. again with the black chrome hardware for the bracket and the strap buttons, which are kind of like the larger style, the more modern style. And then the neck, that is a mahogany neck with a slim taper profile with a modern contoured heel. Like I said, that is this heel right here. So a slim taper. It's kind of like a D shape, as in that you do have a little bit of a shoulder, and it is a little bit flatter on the back as compared to a lot of C profile style necks. So it is definitely kind of more modern style. If you don't really enjoy D-shaped necks, then this might not be the right model for you. But if you do like that, then this is very much a very fine neck to play on. But it is also then done in a satin finish, like I said earlier, so it makes for a very smooth and fast playing neck. And then the fingerboard is made out of ebony. We have no binding, or do we? Wait, we do have binding, but it is black binding. So the fingerboard is made out of ebony, but the binding is then also black. So it's kind of like hard to see. I always found that to be an interesting choice, to give a dark fingerboard black binding, because you can barely see that. But if I hold that up to the camera, hopefully you can see that, but you do maybe hopefully see that there is a slight color difference, as in that the edges are definitely more so black than the inside of the fingerboard, and then also then on the end of the fingerboard. Hopefully you can see that. So it does indeed feature binding, but it is black binding. You've got no fret nips on this one, or even though you do have binding, you don't have fret nips, so that is also interesting. And then we've got just your rather standard inlays, those pearloid trapezoid inlays, looking rather classic. Then we've got a Graphtec nut, and we've got your Gibson Les Paul model silkscreen, and then your trustworthy cover reading studio. You do then get a Gibson mother of pearl logo there on the headstock, as compared to just getting a decal that you see on most Les Paul studios. So that is a little bit more premium. Then you've got your serial number on the back, as well as your Made in USA stamp. And you've got then these black chrome Grover tuners with the tulip buttons. And then the last thing to mention is that this guitar comes with a really sweet Gibson gig bag, one of those very sturdy and well protective leather-esque type of gig bags with a pouch on the front, and just a really fine build quality, or yeah, just overall quality, seeing that it is very sturdy. You also then got a neck heel preventing those disastrous neck breaks. So that is a very handy and a very nice and well protective gig bag for this very fine Les Paul Modern Studio. So yeah, a really cool newer type version of the Les Paul Studio that has been around for quite a while, but now in a more modern and a rather unique look and type of style with some really cool features. So yeah, let's hear what it sounds like. But first, if you're interested in this Gibson Les Paul Modern Studio, be sure to head over to the links in the description for further details. If you enjoyed this demo, be sure to like the video and to subscribe to the channel for more cool weekly demos of cool electric guitars like these, or cool acoustics, bass guitars, even all of that really cool stuff. Also be sure to like us and to follow us on our socials, Instagram and Facebook. Links are also in the description. With all that being said, let's see what this brand new Gibson Les Paul Modern Studio sounds like. Going to be playing it through the Marshall JTM 45 Blues Breaker. First going to be playing you the clean tones, and then I'll be playing you the dirty tones, for which I will be using the MXR Duke of Tone overdrive / distortion pedal. So let's get to that part and take this really cool modern Les Paul Studio for a spin.